Okay. And this would actually involve Jeff as well. We get a room, put what? Yeah, remove the video game, see if she goes nuts.
Okay.
Because I think maybe she's got too much stuff in there.
Yeah, she could get sucked into that video game and never come out of it again.
All right.
You know what I mean? Maybe she's got too much stimulation in there. If you took out TV and you took out video games, what would she do? Then she'd be forced to make fun.
Right.
She still has the karaoke machine.
That's right.
And the drums. That's all she needs.
Yeah, I could listen. I could listen to her sing all day. I just think that's the first thing her mother hears every morning.
Tell him to unplug the video game. Say, oh, it must be broken. We'll go fix it. And then just don't bring it back.
Oh, and she'll go crazy. Tell her she needs to call somebody to get it fixed.
And tell her the TV's broken, too.
Should I tell her that she may have to call someone to get it fixed?
Yeah. Tell her cousin Brucey needs it.
Hey, you moron, it's not plugged in.
Does she have mobility with us? Could she actually leave that room and walk through the halls?
I don't know. I'll find out.
All right.
I don't think so, but I'm not sure.
All right.
You have any ideas for me, Howard?
Yeah, I do.
What's that?
We've had plenty for you. You'd never take them, like get a job.
I tell those guys to get someone to put up 10 grand. All right?
What guys? To put up 10 grand for what?
Well, listen, here's my idea.
Okay.
We take Jeff, Beetlejuice, Gary the retard, Wendy the retard, all of the whack pack, Elephant Boy, whoever you can think of. And we say someone has to be the Pope of the whack pack, the head guy.
We were going to have the conclave, right?
And
the whack clave,
right.
yeah.
They can't leave the room.
Until they choose a pope.
Until they choose a pope, and he gets the 10 grand, and he's the Pope, the head guy of the whack pack. And they have to talk it out and talk it through. And the mics are on.
And the mic just is there.
It could go for 5 days, and then when they finally elect a pope, they light something on fire, and there's smoke, and they burn down the building, or whatever they do. and we hear the whole negotiation.
Wow.
When did you want to do this?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
No, I'm saying maybe a week from now. 2 weeks.
I don't think it'll last very long.
I do.
You do? Who's going to be the arguing?
They're all going to argue. They all want 10 grand, and they all want to be the leader of the whack pack.
Wait a minute. The whack pack is electing the Pope, and the Pope gets the 10 grand?
That's right.
Oh, you didn't tell me that part.
That's what I'm telling you.
Now you're talking, because they're all going to want the 10 grand.
Now you're talking.
Right.
But Jeff thinks he should be the Pope, I'm sure.
They're not allowed to share the money. One winner. Someone's got it, and they've got to somehow elect a Pope.
They'll kill each other.
No, not allowed to get physical.
Who's going to be standing in there?
Not me. Tim Sabian. What do you think, Artie?
I think it's the greatest idea in the history of radio.
And you tune in, you listen to the negotiations.
I would. There's nothing wrong with that.
Like Jeff.
On any level, it's fantastic.
Jeff, how would you convince Beetlejuice that you should be the... Oh, wait. Ralph says Wendy and the video games are funny. Hold on.
Oh, really?
Wait, hold on. I got to get some feedback because I can't hear it. What is it, Ralph?
Yeah. No, don't stop her because it's funny because she's talking smack and mumbling and breathing heavy and you hear the game on in the background. It's great.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't stop her.
Gary, don't stop her.
I just sent him in. He's unplugging it as we speak.
Oh,
Tell him to plug it back in.
Oh, no, it's funny.
Tell him to go... Are they unplugging it now?
Literally. In fact,
Wait, let me listen.
he said, what should I tell her? And I said, just tell her to turn around and unplug
She
it.
said all right. Oh, it's dead air now. She just said all right.
Should she plug it back in?
Wait a minute. Let's see
What should we do?
happens.
I got Tim on the phone. What should we do?
Maybe you just
plug
let
it
her
in,
think
let
it's
her
broken
play,
for a little
because
while.
Let her play.
He says plug it back.
She's mumbling. I'm going over there later. I want to play with her.
All right, so why don't you go over now? What are you waiting for?
Hey, he doesn't want to get up too early.
Yeah.
Just go over there now.
All right, I'll go over a little bit.
All right. If it's funny, leave it going. I'm just going by what people are telling
Right.
Yeah, she's like, She said she'll beat all punks at PlayStation.
What'd she say?
I beat all punks at PlayStation. Yeah, but she's going to beat you too, Ralph.
Well, Ralph's a punk.
Great.
All right.
Yeah, let her do her thing.
All right.
Bye.
God. I wonder if Wendy has had to go to the bathroom.
Is she eating? What is she doing?
Hey, they better follow her when she goes to the
Do
bathroom.
they have a scale for her, too?
Yeah, they should wear a few of hers. Hey, Gary, if she goes to the bathroom, they got to keep the mic on her.
My mother said no scale for me.
They have almost no mobility, Howard.
Where does she go to the bathroom?
I guess she goes to the ladies' room. I'll tell them to get a wireless on.
Then tell the news department to cover her to the bathroom. Gary.
Yeah.
Tell the news department to cover her in the bathroom.
Got it.
All right,
And
goodbye.
is she eating? Does she get to order food? What is she doing for food?
It sounds like she's going to the bathroom now.
Ay, ay, ay. I need to supervise.
Yeah, I don't understand. Are they feeding her, or does she have to ask for things? What's going on?
You just hear her breathing heavily.
Tell those news humps to get on this.
They're all fired.
You're fired!
Because I thought she'd have to get her own food and all that stuff. I wonder if she's eating.
That must be gross. Hey, I got to play you a tape of Joan Rivers.
Oh, that's right. You said you
Having a
had this
meltdown.
tape.
You guys got to hear. Hey, Jeff, thanks.
Okay, hey, have a good one.
See you later.
Is she on the air, or is this like a...
This is, yeah, she's on a talk show called Radio 4. I think it's in England.
Right.
And some black guy goes, you know, Joan, I know you don't like I know that this Joan doesn't like the word black. And Joan goes ballistic. She goes, who? I don't even know you. You ready?
Okay.
It's great. She tells this dude off.
Did the film help, or was the film a problem to your real life relationship?
No, the film helped enormously. It helped enormously because if we are aware that all England is looking at this, and we're not playing it.
Sounds like maybe he's an Indian dude. I don't know what he is.
I don't know what this is.
Yes.
Wait. Here, well, okay, I'm ruining it. Here, just listen.
This is not drama. This is you and me, because there are hundreds of thousands of Caribbean children. Since black offends Joan, I will make
Black,
it...
wait, no, just stop right now. Black does not offend me. How dare you? How dare you say that? Black offends me? You know nothing about me. You sat down here. How
I
dare
said
you?
The use of the term black offends you.
Well, the use of the term black offends me? Where the hell are you coming from? You have got such a chip on your shoulder. I don't give a damn if you're black, white,
I do.
black. I couldn't care less. It's what the person is. And don't you dare call me a racist.
I
don't know you.
I don't think it was
You said
personal,
the term
Joan.
black offends me?
I don't think it was personal,
Oh,
Joan.
I think it was. When someone says the term black offends Joan, I will not sit here and be sad that. How dare you
I
say
think this
that
is a
to me?
language problem.
No, I don't. I think this is a problem in your stupid head. You had a child, you left them, your wife said you weren't there, you married a woman, you deserted her, now your son comes back, he's got problems. Where were you when he was growing up till he was 8 years
May we
old?
continue?
Yes, you sir, but don't you dare call me a racist.
Yeah.
Don't you dare call me a racist.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I know, but I will not be that. I will not. How dare you?
I have great sympathy with both sides, but I am starting
Both
to feel
sides,
like Oprah.
and you're a racist. I mean, aren't you amazed? I mean, it's, how stupid can somebody say that? Now, please continue, but don't you dare call me that, son of a bitch.
Right, Darkus, can we just
Yes,
say
please
that...
continue about this wonderful father
No,
who left us 3 children.
Can we just say that you don't think Joan is a racist, and then perhaps we can move on?
You're damn right. I will not
I
continue.
don't know whether she's a racist or not. I don't care.
You said the word black offense?
Normally,
That's the
I
stupidest thing I ever heard.
Normally, I wouldn't ever meet
But
you in
don't
my
you?
life.
No, nor would I choose to meet you.
Okay.
Nor would I choose to meet you.
Hey, listen, we're going to...
No, she's not a racist.
We're
Thank you.
Okay,
Please
right,
continue
okay.
about your stupid film.
Right. Can we talk about your tour, Joan?
Joke about
I know.
enter anything you want.
I don't think you brought me here to be insulted.
I didn't know it was I brought here to be insulted by someone to be called a
Let's
racist.
go on with my film, please.
Please go on with your film.
I think we have to move on now for time reasons to Joan.
Please go to Andrea.
Andrea, should we talk about plant photography?
Please.
While Joan and Darkus glare at each other in the corner. I think, you see, this is why we bring in plant photographers in moments like this.
That is
Great.
Wow, I loved
fantastic.
it.
You love that?
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I'll play it again tomorrow.
That's a riot.
Don't you dare call me a racist.
How dare you, you son of a bitch.
Niagara Falls.
Slowly I turn.
Yep.
Yeah, the woman's trying to calm her down. I see both sides.
How dare you? How dare you? How dare you call me?
I will not sit.
What was that guy trying to say?
I don't know.
Something must have been said earlier because, I mean, she definitely went from 0 to 100 in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Whatever he said didn't merit that response.
Yes,
So
please sit down and
something must
talk
have
to this
happened earlier in
wonderful
the
father.
broadcast.
Go ahead and talk about your stupid movie.
Well, obviously, you pushed the button, and then that was
Right.
it. He couldn't get anything out.
He started off saying, this movie is about Caribbean children because I know Joan doesn't like the word black. And that came out of nowhere.
I have never been more insulted.
What? What?
maybe she doesn't like him saying it's about black children, which
I don't know.
Maybe she doesn't like black.
Sounds to me like she didn't say anything.
Yeah, she was waiting for her turn, it sounded like to me.
Yeah, Chris.
Yo, what's up, buddy?
Hey.
Hey, I gotta tell you, man, the funniest thing is listening to Fred get worked up when you talk about Jackie.
Yeah, that's his Achilles heel. He
The
gets
dude
nuts.
don't say nothing, and then all of a sudden he just goes off the wall, bro.
He started with him.
That's his slowly I turn.
Yeah.
It's great.
Fred
Hey,
doesn't like it, man.
I hear that BS coming out of his mouth, and it just gets me nuts.
I love it. F Jackie, long live Artie, baby.
You better not listen to Howard 100 News, Fred. You might have an aneurysm.
I may not have.
All right. Let's go to Robin's
I'll sound like
news.
Joan.
Yes, I read this in the paper yesterday, but I guess I wanted time to absorb it. There was an article in the paper yesterday by John Manelli about who's replacing us when we leave to go to
Right.
And he said that, the speculation is, of course, that David Lee Roth and Adam Carolla will be taking over some stations. But what was even more interesting was that they said, we've been hearing that they're talking about 6 or 7 hosts around the country who will vie for, their positions.
Yeah.
It says Infinity has also auditioned or signed outspoken comedian Colin Quinn.
Yeah, now they auditioned him, but I don't know. I mean, maybe they signed him. I don't know.
They say it's auditioned and or signed dark magician Penn Jillette.
no comment.
Boston's extreme games talker Jay Severin,
Wow.
and actor David Cassidy.
The guy from the Partridge Family?
Yeah.
I think they got the wrong cat from the Partridge Family.
Yeah,
that's
Danny
right.
Bonaducci.
That's right. Danny's not allowed to be hired anywhere. Forgot.
He sort of burned himself out. Though it's not known on which stations in the national chain they would appear. So those are some of the names that are being
David Lee Roth's over at Jack FM doing a practice show every day.
bandied
We gotta
about.
hear that.
Yeah, he's practicing doing his show.
The other thing is that there's a rumor that K-Rock might turn into a talk station.
Yeah, I read that.
No comment.
I can't say.
I cannot divulge.
Yeah, they may start flirting with FM talk.
Flirting. Well, that's cool. I mean, whatever. Do you actually? I meant to ask you this. Do you care what they do?
Not really, but
Yeah.
I just think it's fascinating that they won't tell anybody what they're going to do.
Mom's alert.
But I know I'm telling you, I know for a fact, I'll swear on a stack of Bibles, David Lee Roth is replacing us in New York, so why keep it a secret? Everybody else knows. He's over at Jack FM practicing. Why are they keeping it a secret? I mean, it's not a secret. It's so gay.
They should be airing the practices.
And by the way, where is this guy? I mean, what do they got him under? What do they got him in a tent?
Yeah, all of a sudden you can't find him anywhere.
Hey, little brother, I'm building suspense.
He is in prison.
I didn't hear it, but I know in D.C., I think Colin Quinn and Nick DiPaolo got a chance to do a show
Oh,
together.
really?
I didn't hear it, but those are 2 of the funniest guys on the earth, so I'd love to hear what it sounded
Yeah,
like.
they tried him out.
But the radio is a different thing,
Radio's a tough thing, man. Day in and day out, getting
Yeah,
up and
it's
doing
not
it.
stand-up comedy.
No, it's a different kind of thing, but yeah, those guys might be good at it. I don't
Who
know.
knows?
They're definitely great, at having funny opinions about stuff.
Yeah, my days of doing this kind of stuff is so far behind me. I mean, I was talking to Robin in the commercials. Me doing the news department where I'm going, and listening to the things, just putting Wendy on for 24 hours for the hell of it.
Yeah.
It's where my heart is now. I don't. I want to take the whack pack and stick them in a room for 24 hours.
She ordered breakfast. They said, "What do you want?" She goes, "Cookies and donuts."
Doesn't she know those are both carbs?
Now, wait a minute.
How is that different from my breakfast?
But she says it like, "What else would you possibly
Yeah,
have?"
well, that's
Cookies and
breakfast
donuts.
food, right?
I wanted to ask you, Howard, on the news. Did you choose the comedian segments? Because you have some live stand-up in between, which is pretty cool.
No, I didn't choose those segments. That's the news department.
All right. I found it to be odd. Like Richard Lewis was chosen.
I know, but we're working on a lot of
Okay.
that.
All right.
Yeah,
Still tweaking.
And
still-
Jackie Marling, which I liked.
Well, because he
I
gave an
liked it.
interview.
Yeah.
But that could have even been shortened up a little.
It's funny. Every time
Yeah.
I heard a Jackie joke live, I just heard Fred's voice impersonating it in the background.
Yeah.
You do it yourself.
Yeah, but I've given them complete autonomy.
That's
They do what
great.
they want, and there's some things you want to hear, some you don't. But it's all about us.
It's great. It's
Yeah.
so. When you hear Wendy the retard's mom broadcasting from the car. She's driving Wendy in. It sounds like CNN with retarded people. It's amazing.
The mom is not retarded, by the way.
No, well,
Yeah.
she makes them.
She what?
She makes retarded.
Oh, she makes retarded.
She makes future stars of this show.
She's a star maker.
Eric's on the phone. You know what? I just want to do the news at this point, so I'll talk to Eric tomorrow. He wants
Eric, the retarded Eric.
high pitch Eric.
Oh,
Who's high
Eric.
pitch?
We got so many Erics.
This is Kelly Clarkson.
There's bong hit Eric. There's high pitch Eric. There's Eric the midget.
Eric the midget is actually.
I was going to say, there's a lot of Erics.
There actually is no Eric the retard. Right?
No, I was thinking, I got him confused. Just because he's short doesn't mean he's retarded. I just, lumped him in there. But some of those phone calls are retarded. Have we heard from him? He wants a show.
Who?
Eric, the midget.
I don't think people could handle it.
I know, but I'm sure, when he hears that other people are getting shows, it's just going to encourage him to call and say, where's his show? Speaking of people who are loved, Bono. I was saying this the other day, that everybody's just in love with Bono. Everybody wants him either to perform for them or campaign with them. And yesterday, the president invited him to the White House for lunch.
I can't believe I don't get the whole YouTube Bono thing. I'm just so not a part of that. I'm not into
In
it.
the 80s, you were never into...
Nah, I like "Done in the Name of Love," and then Sunday Bloody Sunday.
Pride. They had 3 absolutely amazing albums.
Like I wasn't into that Tree album.
Joshua Tree is a
Joshua.
great album.
Man, I didn't care about it.
Yeah,
Doesn't mean anything.
That's when they really got big, though. That's when
that was the one.
They could start selling out arenas. That was like '87. But their first few albums are just as good as any albums in a while, man.
But the thing that has happened to him now is that he's become a politician.
Yeah, that happens to a lot of guys.
He started this whole thing with the World Bank. He wanted to forgive the debt to third world countries. And he actually was able to get to the people who could change the world like that. And they liked him. People are now saying he's one of the best negotiators ever.
Oh.
He knows how to talk to people. He gets beyond their reservations and he hits them in a place where they can't refuse him.
I just read he pumped all the water out of New Orleans single-handedly.
Well, I'm just telling you what I hear people saying.
Blah,
about him.
blah, blah. I don't want to hear about it. Talk about me.
Just telling you what they say about Bono.
Let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll finish the news.
The Howard Stern Show. We're going to do a tribute to my late wife, who really is the great Martha Ray. How do you keep the song from fading too far? How do you lose yourself to someone?
Sorry.
92.3 A-Rock. Great rock, period. K-Rock.
Hey there, it's Booker. That house versus Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Humongous Pumpkin Grower Guy.
Mr. Humongous Pumpkin Grower Guy.
Anyone can grow a regular-sized pumpkin, but only a man with lots and lots of free time can grow a giant super humongous pumpkin.
That's not natural.
The only thing more enjoyable than seeing a humongous pumpkin, seeing the local hoodlums take a baseball bat to it.
Smash, smash, smash it up.
What's for dinner? Pumpkin pie. Every day for the next 17 months.
Gonna need some whipped cream.
So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, oh guru of the gourd. And while you're at it, cut me a piece of that humongous pie.
Mr. Humongous Pumpkin Grower
Bud Light
Guy.
beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Announcing the dispersal and sale of one of upstate New York's signature thoroughbred horse.
I'm not dieting right now, believe it or not.
So you're eating whole watermelon.
I like...
Yeah, you like it,
It
but what
wasn't
do
a
you...
whole watermelon.
It was,
I mean,
yeah.
was it
Ben,
convenient to
watermelon.
eat that here?
Robin, it's a huge
I don't want to
watermelon.
bust your chops. It was as big a half of one.
I was running out this morning. I wanted to bring some food.
You know what? I've had it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know he's doing it. For
All right, it got you guys again.
Well, it did work. We talked about
Yeah,
it.
we talked about
It worked.
it. You know what?
Finally, yes.
Why don't you bring a giant pumpkin in? I love those guys who walk around. Around October, in November is when you see these farmers and they're bragging about their giant pumpkins because the pumpkins are the size of a house.
Yeah.
Like they did something great.
Yeah, like what do you do with that after you grow a pumpkin that large?
And
How does it help you?
And they parade these guys out like they're genius farmers.
Yeah, I mean they don't do it again the next year.
No. And like, you know what? So now you grew a giant pumpkin. Be proud of yourself.
Obviously, it was an accident.
Yeah.
How about the Halloween guys who have webs and coffins in their trees?
Oh, yeah, they decorate the lawn.
R.I.P., tombstones. And
You
then
mean sick people?
And then you realize they don't have kids. It's just for, them.
Yeah, or they're trying to attract kids. I don't know what it is. But anyway, with Harriet Myers, she has to fill out a questionnaire for the Senate Judiciary Committee. And they have sent it back with an incomplete. They did not like her answers to the questionnaire. They didn't feel she was forthcoming enough. So she's been given a do-over. She has to fill it out again. Marriage and religion. There is a new study out from the University of Virginia that says your religion could have something to do with whether you'll wind up being divorced. C4.
Really?
Is a sociologist who was a part of this study, Brad Wilcox. And he says that, yes, the kind of religion you practice has something to do with your longevity in the marriage arena.
Folks who attend church on a weekly basis are between 30 and 40% less likely to divorce.
Yeah, probably.
So you got to go to church every week if you want to keep your marriage together. He also says evangelical churches seem to offer the most support to divorced singles and unwed parents, C5.
Evangelical churches, on the one hand, hold up a traditional ideal of marriage, but because they have a strong sense of basically everyone being a sinner, they also tend to offer ministries for people who don't meet their ideals.
So you can get into the evangelical church even if you've broken the rules. Bill Cosby's out with his campaign to make blacks better parents. And he took his message to Compton in Los Angeles this past week. And he says his message to the black community is that of hope and accountability. D1.
Ladies and gentlemen, what we're after here is options in your life to open up these thought waves for you.
That's clear. We're looking for options in your life, for the thought waves.
So some thought waves can come at you? Here's more. Cosby challenged parents to set goals for their kids and encourage them. D2.
They're all geniuses. Every last one of them, geniuses. It's just that nobody has told them and proven to them that they are.
They're geniuses, but they can't figure it out?
How can you be a genius if you can't figure it out?
Well, not everybody was open to Cosby's message. Here's a man on the street who had this to say about what Cosby's up to. D3.
Since he's Mr. Multi-Billionaire, talk is cheap. A lot of people can run their mouth about what you should do.
Yeah, black people don't like him for some reason. Hey, Hyperch, Eric's on the phone about something. Hey, Eric.
Yeah, I was just listening to
Yeah?
Wendy was going nuts because she was screaming she has to go to the bathroom.
So then why don't they let her go?
I don't know. She was just screaming like crazy. She said, I have to pee! I have to pee!
I'm going nuts that I'm not hearing that.
Yeah.
You got to get a mic in there right now.
There is a mic in there now. I'm just not allowed to listen.
Yeah, there's a mic in there, Eric. That's how you can hear it.
Oh, okay. She's going ballistic.
Thanks for explaining radio to him, Marty.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
So, listen, I need some, stuff for...
Hey, Eric, you understand.
What a con man.
What do you mean he needs stuff? What stuff?
You understand that next Thursday, you don't have to sit and eat till you explode. I'm concerned about you.
No, listen, seriously. I need some Snicker bars.
All right, you got it.
I need some Reese's peanut butter cups.
You got it.
Baby wipes.
Okay. Oh, no baby wipes.
No?
No.
What are the baby wipes for?
To wipe myself after I go.
They're good with barbecue sauce.
All right, you can have baby wipes. Go ahead.
I need some toilet paper.
Well, of course you'll have that.
Of course you'll have that.
And like bottles and bottles of powder.
Powder?
Yeah.
You powder up behind there?
Yeah.
You'll need a bottle for each movement.
How about a gun for your nurse?
No, thank you. And I found the solution to my clothes, Howard.
What?
I found the solution to my clothes.
You know what? I'm going to lose that bet so bad because
It's going to be sad for you.
I was listening to Dr. Duty on Howard 100 News, and he was really going in depth on the whole thing.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I'm just finished. He's saying the over-under should have been 7 pounds.
Right.
Yeah.
But you said it. That's why I jumped on it. And Artie saw it, too.
I'm hoping the news goes to, like, the Vegas odds guys and finds out about all the different bets and, all the over-under.
Right, the side money.
Well, maybe we can create a happy medium. I love, like, there's an interesting way to do this where you create a middle to where...
What's that?
Let's see. What if I take some action on an over that's a little higher from you?
Oh, so you can
Let's do that
another bet.
Let's do that on Monday.
All right, we could talk about it.
Gary, tell those guys to put together a round table of some of the best odds makers on some of these websites.
Okay.
And do a round table on the news tonight.
Who knows this subject?
To discuss each, get Dr. Duty in there to answer questions. Like get 4 or 5 guys on the news
and then have them set what they think the line should have been.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, then I can play that here, and we can bet.
Yeah, I don't know. 3.5 pounds is, that's a lot of weight, man.
In other words, I got the over at 3.5 pounds, but if I set it, if we go up to maybe 5.5,
right.
Maybe I'll put a little money on that with you too.
Okay.
That type of thing. So I could still win money, but maybe I could win big money.
Yeah, 7 sounds a little steep to me.
Yeah, well, if it was 5.5 or 6, there'd be some controversy.
But between last night and this morning, I think it looked like it was about 3 pounds.
What do you know what it looks like?
Because I could tell when
he eyeballed it.
Yeah.
How many times did you go yesterday, honestly?
Honestly, last night I went about 2 times last night.
And what about the rest of the day?
The rest of the day I went around 3 times last day during the day.
So about 5 times in that 24-hour period.
Right. It looked like it was about 3 pounds.
Each time?
Yeah.
Oh, get out!
He's saying it was 15 pounds. Then I'm a loser.
He's an elephant.
There's no way. He's wrong.
He doesn't know.
Yes, I could tell yesterday after I went.
3 pounds?
Yeah.
Disgusting. You're like an animal.
That is half a kid. That's half an average baby.
All right, man. You know what? We'll discuss this on Monday.
Okay.
Later.
Oh, I wish I could have gotten some more action.
You will on Monday. Let these guys on the news get all the odds, and we'll play it.
We'll figure out a happy medium there.
All right. By the way, there's another hurricane, Hurricane Wilma, and now they're thinking it's going to hit Florida. They've already gotten the tourists out of the Keys, and they're probably going to start evacuating the permanent residents sometime today. Wilma is being categorized at a 5 at one point. She went down to a 4, but they say it's the strongest storm ever. And don't take it lightly.
Hey-o.
It'll probably regain some strength later on today or tomorrow. The Astros are going to the World Series.
Oh, yeah.
That's Houston. The guys Artie didn't want to go. Here's the manager, Phil Garner. He says the Astros have waited 44 years for this opportunity. E1.
James Woods' gargantuan wang is an assault weapon.
Wow. That must have had a few drinks. What's his name?
Phil Garner.
For us, it's long suffering. 44 years of getting close and not getting to the big dance has been a little bit frustrating. So this is a wonderful accomplishment for our city, for our organization, everybody that's been involved in it.
One night, James Woods had a sword fight with a young black boy.
Craig Biggio, I think his name is, can't describe the feeling of finally getting to the series. E2.
Wendy's playing the drums now.
Oh, my goodness.
It's undescribable right now. I mean, it's just waited so long for this to happen, and there's been a lot of great players that play the game of baseball that never got an opportunity to go to the World Series, and I was hoping that I would.
So who's going to be in the series? It's Chicago? No, Houston.
Chicago White Sox.
Chicago White Sox.
And the Houston Astros.
Sounds good.
I'm psyched. I'm actually looking forward to watching it. This guy, Greg Biggio, is a Seton Hall guy. I like him.
I'll watch. When's the first game?
Saturday.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Be a big weekend of baseball.
Yeah, I'm going to chill out.
And remember last year, right after the Pats won, the New England Patriots won the Super Bowl, this guy suffered a stroke who was on the team?
Oh, Bruschi.
Yeah, Ted Bruschi. Well, he's coming back. He had his first practice.
That's so wrong.
Yesterday. And this is 8 months after suffering that stroke.
It is wrong.
He's got to stop. It really is.
You know, put together a collection and let him go.
He talks about his first practice, E3.
A good amount of nerves. You know, it's you haven't done something in a long time, and you always have some nerves the first time back.
What did he stroke out from? Heat?
No, this was wintertime. How could he stroke out from heat?
What he struck out from freezing?
He had like some condition, maybe even with his heart and stuff. Like he's not totally healthy and playing football. Forget it.
But had some good reads, had some bad reads. You know, what comes with being the first day.
Well, he says the doctors say he can play. Now it's up to him, E4.
Everyone has been positive on what I can do, and it has been clear about it's up to me whether I want to play football or not. You know, they say I can, so I think having them say that to me.
How long has he been playing, Artie?
Bruschi's probably been in the league maybe 8 years.
And
for football, it's a long time.
How old a guy?
Probably, early 30s.
Mm-hmm.
And in football, that's older, man. It's time to hang it up, maybe. He's got a couple of rings, It's like he's got to figure out something.
Go live your life.
Yeah.
What else? Anything,
he wants
Robin?
to be on the field. You know how that goes.
Yeah, you know what? I want to be in Pam Anderson's bed right now.
Right. Michael Jordan will be on 60 Minutes this Sunday to say he does not have a gambling problem, even though he has been stupid.
His problem is everybody keeps commenting on his gambling.
How do you have a gambling problem if you have $1 billion?
Yeah, that's right.
You don't.
Well, he says, I've never risked my family or my livelihood.
That's what I'm saying. I had $500 to my name once. I put $1,000 on a Jet game. That's a gambling problem.
Hey, this just in. It's officially tomorrow.
Okay, and finally, the Parents Council.
Yeah.
That TV watching group.
Yeah, they're good. Thank you for that.
I love that.
They have put out their list of the worst TV shows, and 6 of them are on Fox.
I bet you I'm 5 of them.
I had my fingers crossed for us to be one of them, yeah.
6 of them were on Fox, of the top 10. They had a top 10 list of the best as well. They were supposed to put together. They only liked 9 shows. They couldn't even find 10.
Wow.
ABC's Extreme Makeover Home Edition was one of the shows they said was good.
Can you imagine if you listened to these idiots, how boring television would be?
Dancing with the Stars, Fox's American Idol, and NBC's 3 Wishes are among the favorites.
What do they think of our 24-hour retarded coverage?
I think we're off this scale. We don't even get rated anymore.
That's going to be on video, too. It's coming out on
Think about it. What would you rather watch, that or My Name is Earl?
Yeah, right. I'd rather watch Wendy playing drums.
It's not even a question.
Yeah.
They hated The War at Home, that new Fox series. They said that's one of the worst. Family Guy is bad. American Dad is bad. They were the top 3 worst shows.
Mm-hmm.
CBS's CSI and ABC's Desperate Housewives were also on the list of the worst shows on television for the family.
There you go.
They are encouraging children not to watch those. And finally this morning, Ryan Seacrest will be sitting in for Larry King on a number of shows.
Oh, good.
They say it looks to be the first step in an overall deal between Seacrest and CNN.
Well, I didn't think that show could get worse.
Yeah, they found a way.
They did it.
So there you go. That's
Good.
what's happening.
Fabulous. CNN and Ryan Seacrest teaming up.
Oh, and congratulations to Jennifer Aniston. She's been pictured making out with Vince Vaughn.
Oh. They're just friends, I thought she said.
I think she's going the right way. At least this guy can make her laugh.
Yeah, but it's got to be a real drag looking at him after Brad Pitt.
Well, I don't think she'll stay with him. I think she'll go with a pretty good way. But this is a nice interim guy.
It's probably like, oh my God, I'm really used to looking at Brad Pitt.
Christ, I could care less.
It's like if you're drinking like $3,000 bottle of wine and they put some Ripple under your face. All right, well, everyone, we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. I want to thank special guest Stevie Wonder. What a treat.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Stevie's new album out, A Time to Love, featuring the single Shelter in the Rain. It's available in stores now. And also, James Woods, thank you, my friend. James Woods Poker site, HollywoodPoker.net. Give a little plug.
This was a long show. I'm gonna go get some dinner.
Yeah, I think I'll go to sleep here.
What were those 5 burgers? That wasn't dinner?
Well, that's a little preamble.
See you, Ronnie's birthday party there, my friend.
Oh, yeah. Cannot wait.
Yeah, we haven't hung out like that in a while.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Well,
fun.
Artie's been on the wagon.
No, we had
Moderation.
We had dinner the other night. That was a lot. That was actually a lot of fun. Dinner,
Yeah, but there were a lot of parties while you were.
Yeah.
Hey, look what we're doing. We're doing more shows.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We'll be back tomorrow. Bye.
Great rock, period. 92.3 K-Rock.
Deal. Grove, Libya, I mean. And then Cardinal Egan will be on in about 30 seconds. Senator Edward Kennedy is here with us this morning, and it's always good to see the senator. And after you can come.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure to be here.
Sure.
Pleasure to be anywhere in my condition.
Please welcome now officially to the Imus-Retro program, over from the Archdiocese, Cardinal Egan. Good morning, Cardinal Egan.
Good morning, the complex. Wish I could say it was good to be here, Mr. Marr. I think I'd be rather be delivering Chinese food at night to an apartment in the Malcolm X projects in the South Bronx or some damn place, Mr. Marr. Speaking of which, let me, right out of the box, Mr. Marr, first express the Archdiocese condolences to you on having to euthanize your precious little cat. So let there be no doubt. Not the first time the IMOD put his pussy to sleep, BJs. Except this time she wasn't underneath you, you impotent schmuck, you BJs. Move on, you moron. You stop milking the dead cat. Nobody cares. Good to see McCord back, Mr. Marr. Safe and sound from his exciting weekend in Toledo, Ohio. The midwit Nazis, you two-stepping goon. Though I must confess, Mr. Marr, every time I see old McMahon on TV, Ed McMahon on TV, that is, Mr. Marr. Yeah. Take 2. It's live radio. What the hell do you expect, BJs? Ed McMahon cashing in on his association with dead Johnny Carson. I have this image of McCord looking at the same thing. Rubbing his hands together and licking his lips, BJs. Don't worry, McCord. Relax. Your day's coming soon enough. Why, oh, BJs, you greedy schmuck, you. Thank you, Cardinal. Amen. Let me just say this, Mr. Marr, to that buck-tooth, bow-tie-wearing buffoon, Louis Farrakhan, orchestrated that silly million moron march in Washington over the weekend, Mr. Marr. Do me a favor, Farrakhan. March on over here and kiss my mammy-jammy white ass. Why don't you, BJs? You Jew-hating jerk-off, you BJs. Make you sick. Speaking of Jew-haters, Mr. Marr, a lot of talk this week about the Iraqi Constitution, BJs. Sure. Laughable, the Iraqi Constitution. Oxymoronic, like intelligent Imus listener. BJs. Be laughable if it wasn't so deadly, Mr. Marr. Yeah. Trying to teach these jokers democracy is like trying to teach a paraplegic to dance the polka, BJs. Makes no damn sense. I'll tell you what, Mr. Marr. Yeah. Mary Jo Kopechne will be governor of Massachusetts before this stupid experiment works, BJs. Make you sick. These troglodytes still use their hands to wipe their butts. The men are ugly and the women smell. You can always tell when a woman is having her period, Mr. Marr, BJs. No. Only wearing one damn sock, BJs. Now, come on here. Take President Bonehead out, put him in the firing squad, BJs. If that wasn't enough, Mr. Marr, it appears that former Catholic slut Madonna has now transformed herself into some kind of church-fashioned, wacky, pious Jew. Sounds to me like some sneaky, cunning stunt, Mr. Marr. I'm not so stunning what rhymes with punt, BJs. God forgive me. Let us pray. Let us pray, Mr. Marr. Get your filthy heads down, you hooligans. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost. The I-man hit by a wayward truck we want the most, BJs. Lord, hear our prayer. Lord, hear our prayer. We applaud Ted Kennedy's recent heroics. Kudos all around. Though it does nothing to bring back the girl that he drowned, Lord, hear our prayer. Lord, hear our prayer. Let us pray, Mr. Marr, that the material girl redeems her soul, and that no one else gets syphilis from her rancid hole, BJs. Lord, hear our prayer. We pray for the soul of the cat I must refuse to save, but look forward to river dancing on the I-man's grave, BJs. Lord, hear our prayer. God bless us and save us. Amen. The whole lot of you. Which does them belong and why?
I love this part.
Which does them belong and why? A. Collins, the I-man's cat.
Collins like that.
B. Larry King.
Larry King.
C. Imus in the morning. Which does it belong and why?
Well, I would think Imus in the morning.
Wrong, you stuttering old skunk, you BJs. Well, all 3 of these useless old pussies should have been euthanized a long time ago, BJs. The answer, Einstein, is B. Larry King does not belong because, unlike the other 2, Larry King has never tried to lick his own genitals, BJs, you filthy old lizard, you.
Oh, come on.
Only 2 pussy jokes, Mr. Marr. Get the hell out.
Cardinal Egan here on the Imus in the morning program. Jesus God. Russert has to follow that. Oh, my God.
Take my picture. It's all
quite sure what else, but don't worry about it. It'll be a good 45 minutes. I can tell you that.
So sorry to hear about your cat.
My cat is dead, Jim.
You know, they've already cordoned off the streets up here in Westport for the services for later today. Is there any chance I could come over and lend some support of any kind?
We really don't allow any white trash over in our part of Westport.
Oh, man. Sorry about the kitty.
Well, thank you very much, Senator.
As a senator, as a cat senator,
yeah.
I can put something in the congressional record today. I normally do that when tragedies occur like this. So if I can in some way relieve the pain and anxiety of your family, I want to be your senator in this particular case. Any religious services associated with this, or?
No, the cat was an agnostic.
Uh-huh.
This morning I want to help Deirdre cope with her grief. At first she will experience shock. Not that Collins is dead, but that her husband isn't. It should be him. And so she's feeling numb. And not the same way as she forces herself to feel once a month during those 45 seconds she refers to as paying the rent.
Now, the cat's 18 years old. They could have done.
Cat was 18 years old.
Yes, Bernard.
What, it's too much trouble to care for it in its time of need, so you just exterminated the thing like that? Maybe if you didn't hoard all the Vicodin pills, or put a little in her, or a little kitty dish.
I don't know, Bernard. You're just one.
That is an evil person. That's not true. It's a cat, though. It's not a dog. I mean, you're way overreacting.
Good morning, Don. I guess we all recognize you are in the stage of anger, in the stages of grief. Acceptance will come. I'm a dog person myself, and
We need to get a little pussy just like we had. They're great.
You're not a pink poodle.
A little Himalayan blue point.
You need to be shot, man. You need to be shot. You just say that you need to be put to sleep. I'm coming over there. Yeah, you're grieving. Oh, man.
you sound like it.
The depths of your grief.
Wow. What pain that is.
Stunning.
Unbelievable.
Who put that together, Lou?
I did.
That is great. Hey, Dad, Larry's deal. Or, I mean, Senator Kennedy.
Sarah and I are on a church trip, talking about signing up for the new Medicare prescription drug coverage. I'm not sure what to do.
Central Slow with a clear view. 54 and Fair in Central Park. I'm Patty Pollack with the Lexus Fan Highway Patrol.
22 after the hour here in the Imus Wayne program on the radio all over the country. The Scum Report is sponsored by Paramount Pictures' A Weatherman, starring Nicolas Cage and Michael Caine, directed by Gore Verbinski. The Weatherman in theaters everywhere, starting October 28th, and here with the Scum Report is the personification of that, Tracy Burgess. Good morning, Miss Burgess.
Good morning, Mr. Imus. Boston Herald has a story on Hurricane Katrina evacuees handing over their $2,000 in federal relief money and living it up on Cape Cod, blowing it on cash, or the cash on booze and strippers. Herald reporters witnessed blatant public drinking at a strip mall in Falmouth.
Well, these people have been through hell. They're letting their hair down. Blow off. Come on here.
Y'all got a Four Seasons here at Cape Cod?
They got a Zachary's nightclub in Mashpee where one dancer named Angel said they were tipping me $5 a pop. I told them I felt bad taking their money, but I still took it.
Yeah. Damn right. Yeah. You've been down that road, sure.
On October 5th, the Herald observed a virtual parade of evacuees from a bus stop in a Walmart parking lot. Some emerged openly swilled from brown bag containers.
Oh, you've made your point. Move on to another story.
I like that one. David Copperfield is planning his own version of the Immaculate Conception. In an interview with Germany's Galore magazine, the magician announced his next big show would feature a trick that would see him impregnate a woman without touching her.
I think he's going to call the I-Man for some advice. I hate you, Bernard.
The bold statement followed.
That's really great. Shut up, Fatso.
Well, not hate. Both of them immaculate.
Hey, what's this Russian Malloy, Bill Keller, Judy Miller story?
It's a story. It appears on page 27 of today's Daily News. Apparently, Bill Keller and Judith Miller got into a screaming match. This was overheard by colleagues at the New York Times on Saturday night before they put the Sunday paper to bed. Of course, there was a tit-for-tat thing going on between Miller and Keller. Miller is said to have implored Keller to tone down the criticism of her in the piece. And obviously, if you read his piece, he didn't tone down anything.
She's a skunk, man. She wants to continue to manipulate the news.
Yeah.
And also, her thing today. This is in Charles's newscast. Of course, she received the First Amendment Award from the Society of Professional Journalists. And
right.
She once dubbed herself Miss Runamuck.
That bitch should be doing life.
Yeah. So, we don't need that. In case you missed the Cardinal, earlier this morning, the Cardinal is coming up. This little weirdo mentioned good records. This is one of them.
American Express cards are accepted. Usage restrictions and guidelines apply.
Please welcome now officially to the Imus-Retro program, over from the Archdiocese, Cardinal Egan. Good morning, Cardinal Egan.
Good morning, you cop, lad. Wish I could say it was good to be here, Mr. Mard. I think it'd be rather be delivering Chinese food at night with a apartment in the Malcolm X projects in the South Bronx or some damn place, Mr. Mard. Speaking of which, let me, right out of the box, Mr. Mard, first express the Archdiocese's condolences to you and having to euthanize your precious little cat. So let there be no doubt. Not the first time the Imut put his pussy to sleep, BJ's. Except this time she wasn't underneath you, you impotent schmuck, you BJ's. Move on, you moron. You stop milking the dead cat. Nobody cares. Good to see McCord back, Mr. Mard. Safe and sound from his exciting weekend in Toledo, Ohio. The nitwit Nazi, you goose-stepping goon. Though I must confess, Mr. Mard, every time I see old McMahon on TV, Ed McMahon on TV, that is, Mr. Mard. Yeah. Take two. It's live radio. What the hell do you expect, BGs? Ed McMahon casting in on his association with dead Johnny Carson. I have this image of McCord looking at the same thing. Rubbing his hands together and licking his lips, BGs. Don't worry, McCord. Relax. Your day's coming soon enough, boyo, BGs. You greedy schmuck, you. Thank you, Amen. Let me just say this, Mr. Mard, to that buck-tooth, bow-tie-wearing buffoon, Louis Farrakhan, orchestrated that silly million moron march in Washington over the weekend, Mr. Mard. Do me a favor, Farrakhan. March on over here and kiss my mamby-jamby white ass, why don't you, BGs? You Jew-hating jerk-off, you BGs. Make you sick. Speaking of Jew-haters, Mr. Marn, a lot of talk this week about the Iraqi Constitution, BGs. Sure. It's laughable, the Iraqi Constitution. Oxymoronic, like intelligent Imus listener, BGs. It'd be laughable if it wasn't so deadly, Mr. Marn. Yeah. Trying to teach these jokers democracy is like trying to teach a paraplegic to dance the polka, BGs. Makes no damn sense. I'll tell you what, Mr. Marn. Yeah. Mary Jo Kopechne will be governor of Massachusetts before this stupid experiment works begins. Make you sick. These troglodytes still use their hands to wipe their butts. The men are ugly and the women smell. You can always tell when a woman is having her period, I used to laugh.
No.
Only wearing one damn sock, BG.
Oh, come on here.
Take President Bonehead out and put him in the firing squad, BG. If that wasn't enough, Mr. Moran, it appears that former Catholic slut Madonna has now transformed herself into some kind of church-bashing, wacky, pious Jew. Sounds to me like some sneaky, cunning stunt, Mr. Moran. I'm not so stunning what rhymes with punt, BJ Scott, forgive me. Let us pray. Let us pray, Mr. Moran. Get your filthy heads down, you hooligans. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost. The I-man hit by a wayward truck we want the most, BJ. Lord, hear our prayers.
Lord, hear our prayer.
We applaud Ted Kennedy's recent heroics. Kudos all around. Though it does nothing to bring back the girl that he drowned, Lord, hear our prayer.
Lord, hear our prayer.
Let us pray, Mr. Moran, that the material girl redeems her soul, and that no one else gets syphilis from her rancid hole, BG. Lord, hear our prayer.
Come on here.
We pray for the soul of the cat I must refuse to save, but look forward to river dancing on the I-man's grave, BG. Lord, hear our prayer. God bless us and save us. Amen. The whole lot of you. Which doesn't belong and why?
I love this part.
Which doesn't belong and why? A. Collins, the I-man's cat.
Collins, my cat.
B. Larry King.
Larry King.
I'm Mr. Lamar. Which doesn't belong and why?
Well, I would think I'm Mr. Morning.
Oh, you stuttering old skunk, you BJs. Well, all three of these useless old pussies should have been euthanized a long time ago, BJs. The answer, Einstein, is B. Larry King does not belong because, unlike the other two, Larry King has never tried to lick his own genitals, BJs. You filthy old lizard yet.
Oh, come on.
Only two pussy jokes, Mr. Lamar. Get the hell out.
Constantly in here, I'm Mr. Morning program. Just disgusting. Why do we need that?
We don't.
Well, that's a little phony. Obviously, we need it because I want it, don't we?
But where was the compassion?
Well, I want it, but I don't ever expect it to be what it is.
Oh, please stop.
Yeah.
Yes, really. Please.
Yes, that's kind of deal. So it's half phony on my part, except that I keep thinking that, he's not going to go too far, and then what happens?
Too far.
Yeah.
It's like having a good prostitute.
25 till the hour, here on the Imus-Retro morning program on the radio all over the country and on MSNBC. Charles has some news, and he's going to do it for us now. Find out what's going on.
Updating the stuff, man.
That's better way to describe it. Yeah.
There'll be a long break between the first and second sessions of Saddam's murder trial. It opened today, and it ain't going to
trials. Guy killed, tens of thousands of people.
I love it. We're stretching it out to November 28th. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's when it will resume. Saddam was in court in Baghdad for about 3 hours today, and that was it. Said, okay, let's take a break. How long? 10 minutes, Judge? No, till November 28th. Fine.
Well, it'll give us something to do, something to watch besides football on Thanksgiving.
Honest to
The way I
God.
look at it.
But it looks like he should have a Grand Marnier in his hand, Doesn't he, though? Cupped in his hand, stepping in with a cigar in the other hand.
Well, they picked the new James Bond, but this guy would have been a better. This guy would have been a better fit,
His collar open and stuff. Yeah. Looks great.
Saddam Hussein.
Now, pay attention, Saddam. This is a lot of new equipment we're going to give you. There's an ejector seat in the car. When you drive through Fallujah, it'll... Where's Moneypenny? Where's Miss Moneypenny?
I was promised pussy galore. Forget the virgins. I want the pussy galore.
Saddam Hussein as James Bond. He's smooth with the V, this guy. God almighty.
And Bernard is right. You do have to admire the guy. Just
Gotta hand it to him.
Being a prick to the end.
Sure.
I love this.
Judge asked him, who are you? Must state your name. Who am I? Who are you?
F you, F me. F me, F you. What are you, nuts?
And he says he wants to take a break, and a couple of guys put their hands on him, take him by the arms. Like James Cagney goes in a chair.
Yeah.
Oh, man, no kill. Attaboy, Saddam. Pick your own company. It's unbelievable.
Have an oil, man. Have an oil.
He gets in a shoving match and goes off like a minute. Get your hands off me, Scrooge. Yeah. Onions of steel.
Oh, this guy, man.
Holy cow. My last meal, a goat.
24 till the hour. Chuck continues.
Forecasters say Hurricane Wilma has grown into the most powerful Atlantic hurricane ever recorded at this point. Category 5 storm, winds of at least 175 miles an hour sustained, considered extremely dangerous, obvious, and eventually, they're saying,
headed probably toward the southwest Florida Gulf Coast, and they have now ordered evacuations of the Keys in advance of the storm. It should get there in several days, but it is not expected when it reaches there to be at Category 5 proportions, probably.
Did you see Curb? I don't know what made me think of this, but
what?
Did you see Curb Your Enthusiasm Sunday night?
No.
Larry Davis did?
No,
Yeah.
I did.
Well, it's kind of it wasn't as good. It had the potential to be fabulous, but it was more like a traditional sitcom than it should have been. But anyway, it begins. His wife is having a lunch with this Japanese artist, and Larry shows up. You know?
Yeah.
And he knows the guy because Larry's dad is in a nursing home with a Japanese artist's dad who is around 80.
Yeah.
And they're just having a casual conversation, and the Japanese guy said, my dad, talking about the war, some other war came out. Said my dad was a kamikaze pilot. And Larry takes a beat. The guy is a genius, Larry David.
Oh, absolutely.
As good as writing this stuff as he is performing it. He takes a beat and he says, let me understand this. Aren't kamikaze pilots supposed to, you know? So the Japanese artist, of course, his son, you can see is very uncomfortable having this discussion. Larry's implying that the old man was a chicken. Chicken. Who needs this? And to complicate things, whenever Larry comes into a sushi joint, he orders chicken teriyaki, having nothing to do with this. And the guys behind the sushi bar, they all make chicken sounds and flap their arms and stuff. And when the waiter couldn't hear him, he kept going, chicken, chicken, chicken. And Yoshi is getting all freaked out over there. So the guy winds up trying to kill himself. But unsuccessfully, which I thought they should have made something of that. But
runs in the family.
Anyway, man, that is a single. I mean, there have been some of those shows. That's the single funniest stuff I've ever seen.
Yep.
At the very end, the old man in the wheelchair makes a run at Larry, the kamikaze wheelchair. That was the punchline. That's how it ends. Larry's playing bingo with his dad at the old people's home and accuses a woman running the bingo thing of cheating. But it was, I don't know, it wasn't. The premise was just, you know, well, whatever. Amusing. 20 minutes till the hour. What else going on, Chucky?
Well, in a not unrelated story, there are no reports of injuries or damage following earthquake in Japan today.
Good. Good. This is a real earthquake.
Oh, God. The U.S. Geological Survey says the quake had a preliminary magnitude of 6.5. Buildings swayed in Tokyo when it hit.
That's a pretty good one.
Runways at Tokyo's Narita Airport were closed for a short while, but they have now reopened. And they say no danger of a tsunami, anything like that. House panel investigating the government's slow response to Hurricane Katrina hears today from Homeland Security Secretary Michael Chertoff. He'll be asked about emails showing how FEMA, part of Homeland Security, was overwhelmed by what Katrina presented, and they just couldn't cope.
Don't need this dog and pony cover your ass.
And Pakistani officials have raised the death toll from South Asia's earthquake, and they say it's still rising. Regional officials now say more than 79,000 died. The information minister for Pakistan's northwest frontier province says that nearly 38,000 died in that province alone.
That's an earthquake.
Another
that will be fine out of view.
Another 40,000 died in Pakistani-held Kashmir. And the latest figures from Pakistan's central government say at least 42,000 died in Pakistan, but the central government figures have consistently been lagging ever since the disaster hit.
Imus Ranch food sponsor. What were you going to say, Bernie?
Yes, Bernard.
This is Imus Ranch food.
Maybe you should have taken a beat.
I've got to read a spot here.
That's got to happen.
Something. Comment on the story, though.
Just shake your head or say just a pause. Well, what?
Well, what's going on with that? 79,000. Then go to your next thing.
It's amazing you didn't say
You can't wait for him to be done.
Well, what about this tour? Okay, Chuck, do it again.
I mean, what's going to happen in the Cardinals game tonight?
All right. Wait, just be quiet a minute. We'll
Take two.
All right.
Pakistani officials have raised the death toll from South Asia's earthquake, say it is still going up. Regional officials now say more than 79,000 people died, up 25,000 from the previously estimated 54,000 dead.
What does that mean?
That means that there's a lot of more people that have died than they officially initially thought.
No, it means more Imus transferred for you.
Well, that's a good way to do it.
More salsa, more turquoise buffalo tortilla chips, more Imus ranch coffee, more of the great salad dressing.
Absolutely.
So,
Nicely done.
yeah, it's burned forever. Imus transferred, sponsored by the hospital with a $150 million capital improvement plan. New York Hospital, Queens.
I don't feel good, Chuck.
New York Hospital. That's bumming me out here.
Are you finished yet?
Well, Janine wrecked her truck out at the ranch, but she's okay. She's back in the office. And if you are between 11 and 17, you have cancer or a blood disorder or something, and you want to learn how to be an old-time cowboy, you can go to the Imus Ranch. It doesn't cost anything. We pay for, not only do we pay for everything, we'll give you Wrangler jeans and shirts and Justin cowboy boots. And you see those new Justin cowboy boots I have, Charles? Those are neat, aren't they?
They're not horrible like some of them have been.
Well, those are not Justin boots, those other ones.
No, but
the ones you don't like.
The pink ones and the
Oh,
blue ones.
those are stallion.
Oh, God.
Justin boots makes cowboy boots.
Thank heavens.
So the kids get those and resist all cowboy hats and Imus Ranch t-shirts and hats and so on and anything they need. And all you need to do is have your doctor's approval, and you can call the Imus Ranch because we're signing up kids for next summer. I can't guarantee that you'll get to go, but...
Please be sure to fasten your WNBC belt. I'm Donna Fiducia on WNBC.
All right. Let's see here. What are we talking about, Computronics? What do I know about that? Joe's great, huh? Joe's a good man. He knows a couple of ex-cops I know. John Schaefer and Huey. How about Great Sounds? Can I do a Great Sounds commercial?
Fine, go right ahead.
All right. Yeah, Great Sounds. And why don't you do the Great Sounds commercial? Fine. Here's Imus for Great Sounds.
Yeah. The great ones of Great Sounds have all the greatest names in audio and video at low and lower than low prices because Great
read it
Sounds...
well.
I'm trying, but can't you tell I'm excited?
You know, you sound like John Bowser Bauman.
Because Great Sounds is New York's mecca for stereo, TV, video, and all your electronic Christmas gift needs. Panasonic, Hitachi, Akai, Awa. What the hell is Awa? World-famous brand names at ridiculously low prices. Names like Mitsubishi, Marantz, Pioneer, Sansushi, Advent.
Sansushi.
Sansui. What is it?
I like that Sansushi.
Well, I don't know what it is.
And Mitsubishi.
Yeah, well, what is it? Mitsubishi?
That's good. Go ahead.
Okay. And and you get Sanyo, programmable compact audio digital disc player from...
I don't know how many people realize that Imus used to work in the mines.
$198. That's right. The state-of-the-art...
This is what happens when you take a miner and put him on the radio.
That's right. The state-of-the-art technology for $198. In fact, Great Sounds is packed to the rafters for the holidays with tapes, turntables, receivers,
he said
audio and video.
Mitsusushi.
Incredible gifts at incredibly low prices. Great Sounds is New York's mecca. Who wrote this? This is really just stupid.
And Sansushi.
They have two Babe, New York locations, 45 Warren Street between Church and West Broadway in Lower Manhattan, and 14 West 40th Street off 5th in Midtown. Yeah.
Hey, what's Klecko doing out there? Is he signing autographs or something?
Yeah, probably. Probably getting all the girls you're trying to get.
Yeah.
Oh, so you may want to go to. This sounds like a good deal. How come they don't advertise in the morning? They can't pay the rate, right?
Yeah.
Because the rates are about twice as much in the morning. Did you know that?
Just give me that.
Well, thank you, Imus, for reading the commercial.
Yeah. So Imus is here. Imus, Imus's girlfriend's back in town, and yet he still chooses to hang out with us.
I don't understand this.
Did you break up with her yet, or what? You still with her?
Sure. I am. Super, babe. I like when you say that.
Super.
When you say babe, I like the way you say it. You say it better than Richard Belzer.
Thank you.
Okay. Howard, we can't have these long moments of silence here.
I'm thinking what I should do next.
Well,
wonder if I should do some commercials, or should I continue talking to Imus? I think I'm pretty much fed up with Imus. I don't have much.
I was going to say, what can you talk to
really
Imus
nice,
about
Howard.
now?
That really makes me feel great.
We talked to Imus about what he's doing for Ethiopia, and I thought that was great.
Not for Goyim only today, right?
No. And we talked to him about his MTV
Where's
deal.
Lou Ferrigno?
Yeah.
And hey, shut up for a second, man.
Is that really Lou Ferrigno?
No, seriously, when you start... Just shut up for a minute. Let me establish something.
Go ahead.
Let me do a setup here.
Okay.
God, are your fingernails dirty or what?
I've been working all day.
Why don't you clean them? He's been working.
Working at what?
MTV. They got him cleaning the tape machines over there, so it's part of his deal. Anyway, we talked to Imus about his MTV deal.
Yeah.
We talked to him about what he's doing on his morning show.
Uh-huh.
You're going to get a lot of girls with those eyes out at Klecko's, Bruce, really.
Oh, dear.
Bruce is going to Club Midnight at Klecko's.
Does Bruce glow in the dark? Really, you look like you're radioactive, Bruce.
Then we talked to Imus about, we didn't talk about his play, but I'm kind of burnt out on that.
Yeah, he's not doing any appearances.
Oh, yeah, did you hear what was going on outside of the Club Benet when you were there?
Somebody was selling pictures of you?
Yeah, some guy was selling pictures of me for $5 a pop.
Oh, great.
That's real good. That makes me look good, because people think that I'm doing that.
Yeah.
Well, you were doing it, Howard. Could he get $5 for a picture of you?
As a matter of fact, he was getting $15.
Oh, please.
$15 for a picture.
You can write the radio station and get a free picture of you.
I know. It doesn't make any sense. That stuff about acid making you hallucinogenic and crazy, here.
Not true.
Nah, no problem.
Well, be okay, Howard.
Completely unfounded.
Okay.
Let me just say something.
Yes.
To the kids listening out there, especially the young people. And immature adults like Imus.
Oh, thank you.
The drug thing, very bad. Very bad. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Thank you.
Yeah, take it from him.
Gene
anyway.
Harris, you keep doing drugs.
Well, she's in jail now. I don't think she's getting drugs. She's very upset,
get more drugs
too.
in jail.
Yeah, really.
Well, not her and her little pink cell. She's teaching school or something. But anyway...
Now, let me say something on a serious note here.
What?
She shot a man in cold blood.
Oh, no, she was trying to kill herself, Howard.
Oh, yeah.
Well, she missed.
Shot him 6 times.
I don't care, man. She's not getting out. As long as I'm in New York, and as long as I'm in the position I'm in, which is slightly bent over the console, no way she's getting out of prison.
Well, we'll see, because the justices will make their decision in a few weeks as to whether she should get a new trial or not. And
My
federal...
grandmother, remember they juiced her a while back?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so they put rat poison in everybody's oatmeal.
Yeah, she was kind of gruesome.
Yeah, I took 3 bennies, and it made me want to kill them all. And so it took about 5 years. And I just kept upping the script on them bennies and kept offing people. But I love, don't you love this? They all love Jesus all of a sudden. Suddenly they grab a Bible and they all love Jesus. After these axe murders, the Phil Donahue had a bunch of them. Yeah, well, I'm just trusting Jesus. Don't you think
we got another story to do on this.
Man,
yeah, we got to move on.
Let me just say one other thing. Don't you think Jesus should have the option of deciding whether these guys could believe in him or not?
Hey, hold it a second. One second, seriously.
Fine, go ahead.
Yeah.
Robin.
Yeah.
What? He's rambling again.
No, you can't shut him up.
Something about Jesus.
Is he doing the Billy Soul Hargus?
I think he's doing his act.
God's going to punish you, Howard.
Okay, federal and local authorities are investigating the safety of fake Cabbage Patch dolls. They say the dolls carry a strong odor of kerosene. Some officials say the dolls might be highly inflammable and chemically toxic.
And by the way, remember those Cabbage Patch dolls Imus gave away last year? They were all fake.
No, they weren't. Maybe the flammable Cabbage Patch Kids are Richard Pryor dolls.
The FBI has begun a nationwide investigation of these dolls. WNBC News Time.
Yeah, there were two
5
FBI.
minutes.
There were 2 FBI agents by Imus's office this morning trying to arrest him.
After 5 o'clock.
And now, a word from Honeywell. Providing farm supplies used to be a simple business.
Son, head into town and fetch a couple of sacks of seed.
Yeah.
And a new blade for the hoe. Now skedaddle.
As things grew more complicated, Honeywell worked with its customers to develop a computer system, one that helps farm supply wholesalers keep track of their enormous inventories. This is a unified solution. That is, a system that solves the whole problem. A system developed together with the people who use it. This unified solution gives farm supply wholesalers the control they need to do the job right.
Son, head into town and order a half ton of 75 days seed.
Yeah.
And 200 gallons of diesel fuel. And have the chopper back for supper time.
Now, farm supply wholesalers have a unified solution. What about you? Call Honeywell. Together, we can find the answers.
I got a deaf engineer and a deaf disc jockey sitting next to me.
Oh, that's really terrific, Howard. Bruce, you can't hear well either?
Bruce is deaf in his...
Really, deaf to context, Bruce. You look like a psychopath. I'm
Bruce,
serious.
which ear are you deaf in?
What?
Which ear?
The right one.
The right one? That's why when we do live commercials and the music is jacked up higher than my voice, I start complaining about it.
Yeah, it's because Bruce can't hear.
I don't see how NBC can hire a deaf guy to be an engineer.
I don't know.
Choose Cavalier, the hottest selling Chevrolet.
Howard burped.
And your choice of sedan, sporty type 10 Cooper, hatch, or convenience-sized wagon. Chevrolet sponsors the Helicopter Traffic Report with WNBC's Donna Fiducia.
Howard outbound at the Holland Tunnel, still 10, outbound link, seatbelt. I'm Donna Fiducia on WNBC.
Be announced.
Imus is just discussing the altruism of the deed he's performing in the morning.
Super. Anyway,
WNBC Sports.
WNBC Sports.
Thank you. The Islanders and the Devils battle it out on the ice tonight at Nassau Coliseum. In basketball, the Nets are playing the Boston Celtics tonight in Hartford.
Hey, the Mets got Gary Carter, man, from Montreal. Best catcher in baseball.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Mets are going right to the World Series.
Sure.
No, who cares?
They say that every year. WNBC. Clear tonight, the low in the 30s. Sunshine tomorrow morning. Clouds in the afternoon. Highs in the low 50s. Thursday, a chance of morning showers, then partly cloudy, windy, and colder.
Does the guy who does that belching WNBC thing, does he realize that you have to pay him every time you play that?
Yeah, we are. We're paying him a fortune.
Okay.
51 degrees now at 9 minutes after 5 o'clock. That's what's happening. I'm Robin Quivers, WNBC, New York.
13 WNBC, finally, match game, 1984.